Handler. I founded All Jobs 8 years ago. Some of you might be familiar with it. It's the leading job portal in Israel. Our entire team at work with me are former All Jobs leaders, so we really have an in-depth understanding of both recruiters and candidates. Now, the biggest pains of candidates are one, you know this, people are really nervous to put themselves out there if they're not really sure they want to leave their jobs. And two, when you do put yourself out there, it's really frustrating not to get any response from potential employers and recruiters. On the other hand, if you ever recruited before, you know what it's like to go through piles of CVs trying to find the right one. Not only that, how do you reach those great candidates that are hesitant to put themselves out there? Now you may think she doesn't know anything. LinkedIn is this new paradise that solves it all, right? Well, unfortunately, LinkedIn has an average of only 3.5 hires a year. And the recruiters need to do tons of manual work in order to get there. So really, it's not a very good solution. Sorry for that, LinkedIn. So we actually believe we solved all these problems. And we're going to show you live today how we're going to do it. Now, Work With Me is all about trusted opinion recruitment. Now, you probably noticed I'm pregnant. It's kind of hard to hide. I'm having twins. So, unfortunately, thank you. Thank you. So, unfortunately, we have to find a replacement for me. We're going to eat our own dog food and do live experiment here on stage, recruiting with Work With Me. We're recruiting our head of global sales. It's open to everybody in the crowd, actually. So beware. He's going to be a rock star in international sales and social marketing, and he will build our offices in New York. So it's quite a recruitment challenge. I hanged out this postcard this morning, only this morning. It went to you. So some of you already joined our experiment, and thank you for this. Others, please join us right now. It will take a sec. Just either use this QR code or enter the link workwith.me/TWS. Now, all you have to do is simple. It's just choose whoever you really respect professionally out of your social networks. This is how it's done. Now, we call it respect because, you know, you maybe like someone, but do you really respect him as a professional? Now, from our experience, we learned that talented people recognize other talented people and can easily identify qualities of greatness they see in them because it mirrors their own. What we're going to do now is duplicate your professional DNA and values to build our company's talent community through your respects, your respected friends' respect, and your respected friends' respect, and so on. Now, similarly, employers can take their employees' DNA and values and duplicate these into their company's talent community. Okay? So now we're going to analyze all these respects and see who might match our job offer as a company. Now, after we analyze it, we're actually going to send you a note asking you what you think. Do you think this person you respected is the right one for our specific job offer? If you decide not to recommend, it's really okay. They will never know we asked you, so you can be totally honest, and your opinion can be trusted. There's a referral reward here, a small incentive. It's not so small, actually. It can be really huge. Referral reward, cash referral reward you'll get, and credibility scores that you get each time you give good recommendation. So it's kind of like eBay for careers. The higher your rating, the more trusted your opinion is. Now, if you do recommend them, these friends of yours, they will get your warm recommendation, which will boost their confidence to submit their CVs. When it reaches the recruiter's desk with your warm recommendations, it's bound to get noticed, and nobody will be frustrated ever again. We really can actually use you as a community, and also what we're going to do is sort these candidates with your wisdom. It's the first ever applicant sorting system uses the wisdom of crowds. So let me demonstrate it through our live experiments. Eyal, what we got till now from the morning? So I can see, yeah, we have 3 candidates. Amazing. Thank you, guys. 3 candidates, and how many recommendations we got? 25 recommendations, and 3 applicants, not all the ones that you recommended decided to apply or got it till now. But look, wow, it's amazing. Look at this recommendation. It's really, we're definitely going to be busy with interviews tomorrow. So thank you, guys. Thank you for your participation. We really appreciate it. And you may not realize it, but the community we just built together right now is going to be an asset for our company for life. It's not just one date we did with you. So beware, we're going to recruit a lot. Looking at our business model, everybody wins with us. The employer gets to choose their own budget and get full refund if they are not satisfied. Work With Me gets 25% out of each hiring budget, and the community gets 75% out of each hiring budget as a referral reward. Now, looking at our competitive landscape, it's a huge market. It's a market of $360 billion, and it has a real need for better tools and solutions. So there are quite a few players in it. Most of the players either focus on posting jobs on social media, spreading them all around, or provide professional database that you must search through. Work With Me adds this layer of real recommendations, of trusted recommendations from people that actually knows the candidate, and transfer to the community all the jobs, or most of the jobs of the recruiter, sorting candidates, scoring candidates, and building the community that is in sync with the organizational DNA effortlessly. So this is what we call true social recruitment. Thank you. Hi.
So first, full disclosure, I've been an alpha user for several months now of your system.
Thank
you. And frankly, I love what you're doing. I think as a heavy recruiter, I have all the pains you're describing, and I think that this market is very ripe for disruption with new approaches around the user experience and social thinking.
Okay.
I spend lots of time on LinkedIn trying to headhunt, which is very frustrating. 2 things that I think will be challenging for you is, and I'd like to know what you think about that, is A, getting through friendly connections to a bunch of companies is great. So maybe you could get to 1,000 companies or 10,000 companies, but how do you think about the grander scale? How do you think about really going large?
Yeah. So first of all, as you mentioned, our go-to-market strategy is through companies as a SaaS solution. But still, it's very viral. So each one of let's say all of you are working in different companies. So each one of you actually opens its own company's talent network organically. So now we can really easily go to this company, either by email even, and say, hey, you have 500 talents already in our system. Go ahead and recruit. Just try one with any budget you have. And imagine this. This is a referral program based. So the budget is already there. 75% of the companies uses referral programs already. And it's 40% hires a year. So it's really, and it's the most quality hire, and it's the cheapest hire. So it's never ending story.
And the other concern I have, just to complete, is when you offer monetary incentives to people and you grow large enough, trolling and various scams become part of the play. And so because you have a smart system, maybe a vast majority won't be scams, but when you grow large enough, even 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 10,000 horror stories can kill a company. So what are your thoughts around that?
So we have thumbs down as well. So people can gain scores or lose scores or even get bad scores, because we have a vast amount of recruiters out there looking at these recommendations and just testing. And if you're really a spammer, it will come out from different kinds of recruiters, and you can just be out of the system very quickly. So once again, we use the crowds.
So Revital, full disclosure again.
Everybody knows me, I'm sorry.
So full disclosure, in 2004, I wrote all jobs for Revital.
Thank you for this.
I was a young filmmaker and I needed money for a short movie, and she paid me 120,000 shekels for 2 months worth of work, and I was stupid enough not to take equity in all jobs. So as a developer, I always take equity.
Yeah.
And I know this project for a while, and my big question, and has always been the biggest question, is I have 1,300 Facebook friends, and I have no idea even how many LinkedIn connections. I assume something like that. And I'm afraid to get bombarded with requests for referrals and recommendation and so on and so forth. How can you scale a system?
One of the advantages in our system compared to others is that we're not bombing you with all your friends. You have to choose who you respect professionally. So you can choose 10 or 100 compared to, it depends on you how much you want to help and who friends you want to help to. So there are other competitors that are trying to get your profession from your friend's profession from Facebook and just ask you about them. Sure enough, you probably won't even recognize them. And if you do, it's really spammy. So we don't do this. This is up to you, how much you respect, how many people do you respect, and who do you want to really help.
How are you going to make recommendations for a specific position if you have 1,500 recommendations, 1,500 different candidates that have been recommended by the system?
Okay.
Then you have to apply some logic, some other measures except for the number of
You know what, now
likes.
I remember I forgot something in my presentation, so thank you for this. We actually got our sorting system of the wisdom of the crowd, not only based on the quantity. It's based on several parameters that we compiled coupled with the quantity and the quality. So there's the quantity, the quality, and several other parameters like what industry you are as a recommender. Now, if you're in the same industry that my job, your recommendation will charge more, like it will boost more the candidate. And also, what is your layer in the community? So if Cisco is like here and you're the 13, it's a less good recommendation than the first one or the second one or the third layer. So we have several parameters. I won't mention them all, but we take a lot into account, and it's really a nice algorithm we have there.
One last question.
Hi. Nice progress, and I don't mean just with respect to the twins.
Thank you.
Can you share with the audience how do you plan to get to velocity, to scale? This service becomes more and more valuable as it becomes more pervasive. And of course, there's a question, how do you cross the chasm with it?
We did our alpha with 100 respects from the four of us, we're four, company of four, did 100 respects, and it became 2,000 very quickly. And it was closed beta, and there was nothing there yet, just respect. So it's really kind of lame, you know. It was just for the closed alpha and to see if the respects work. So it's really very viral, and it's really easy to get leads, very hot leads, from all these people that already implemented a talent community if they're not even HR. And I can just tell you that we launched the Recruiter 3 or 4 days ago, 4 days ago, and we already have 2 recruiters that went online and did that with no publicity, no nothing. It's just, you know, like people really search for tools in this field. And there is a lot of anxiety, you know, a lot of frustration in this field.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And